This video continues from the previous one, Track Effects, and we'll be using the song that was created and saved during that video. If you don't have a copy of that song, you can download it from the download section of the Renoise website or directly with the link in this video's description. So, using the disk browser, navigate to where you've stored the song and double click on it to load it in. Automation allows us to change the parameters of an effect over time as the song is playing. There are two methods of doing this, so let's create a new bass track and begin demonstrating the first. Click on an empty slot in the instrument selector, but this time instead of loading a sample, we'll load an instrument. Double click on Unibase 2 from the bass directory to load it in. Instruments are more complex than samples, and you can find more information about this in the Introduction to Instruments video. Double click on the track name to rename it, then set the edit step value to 4. Enter edit mode with escape and hold down the Z key. Now set the keyboard octave to 5, which raises the notes played on the keyboard by 1 octave. Move the cursor between the existing notes and hold down Z again. You can see that the new notes are in the 5th octave, while the previous ones are in the 4th. The volume seems imbalanced here, so reduce the post-mixer level of the hi-hats to -6 decibels and boost the bass track up to 3. Okay, let's add a filter effect and select HP from the various filter types. This stands for high pass and will cut off the lower frequencies of the audio in this track while allowing the higher frequencies to pass. This is represented in graphical form at the right of the device. Click on the Automation button at the bottom left of the interface to open the Automation panel. Listed at the left are the various parameters of the effects in this track. The one we want to automate is the filter's cutoff parameter, so double click on that and a point is inserted here at the top left, which has the parameter's current value. You can grab the point and move it around by clicking and holding down the left mouse button. Note the numbers across the top here, which are basically a timeline of the pattern because they correspond to the line numbers of the pattern editor. The line here is just our cursor position. So let's create an automation which rises and falls again throughout the pattern. Move this point to the start and hold down the Control key, the Command key on the Mac, while you move the mouse up and down. This gives you fine-tuned control over the value and also prevents you from moving the point horizontally. Set this to 0.1 kHz. Now double click halfway down the pattern, which is line 32, and a new point is inserted. Change its value to 1 kHz. Create a final point right at the end and make its value the same as the first point, 0.1. Play the song with spacebar, and you can see the cursor position moving along the automation envelope we created, changing the sound as it goes. Back in the Track Effects panel, you can watch the cutoff parameter value being smoothly automated. And now change the filter model type to Moog, which as you can see lets more of the bass through, and also change the resonance value, which puts a peak right at the cutoff frequency. Make that 50%. Notice the small icon here, which indicates that a graphical automation envelope is present in this track. Clicking on it is also a shortcut to the envelope in the Automation tab. The second method of automation is to change a parameter's value using the right mouse button, which inserts a command into the effect column at the right of the track. Note that edit mode does not have to be on for this to work, and you can even record changes while the song is playing. This method is limited compared to using the Graphical Automation panel because you can only make one change per line and the values can't be recorded with absolute accuracy. But it's a quick way of working and you can see exactly where the changes are without leaving the pattern editor. Delete this device and note that the values we entered are automatically removed. Add a new distortion. Move it before the filter in the effect chain, and then adjust the values to match the ones shown here. In the last video you saw that clicking on the tick box toggles the effect on and off. Well, right clicking will record the effect's on-off status, allowing you to automate this, so it becomes musically useful. So start with it off and record the changes when they're needed.